Hello, I'm Glen McGowan. I am the Group Head of Emerging Talent at HSBC. So HSBC partners with Zero Gravity, I guess, predominantly for two reasons. Number one, the team. So when I met Joe a number of years ago, for me, it's really important in what I do to be working with individuals that really understand the audience that we're trying to attract. Joe and the team are, young, entrepreneurialism, proactive, curious, hardworking, all the attributes. And when I met with Joe, it's like, that's the kind of person I want to hire here at HSBC. So therefore, I feel there's a much better understanding of the audience that we need to engage with. And therefore, partnering with Zero Gravity was a sensible choice for us. Secondly, and really importantly, I guess, is a shared vision. For us at HSBC, we believe, and I believe, that talent is everywhere, but opportunity isn't. And what I really liked about Zero Gravity as well is how aspirational it was around its vision. It's not just about giving people from less advantaged backgrounds opportunities, it's making them aspire for the best opportunity that's available for them, whether that's where they study, what they study, or where they go on to work. So why does HSBC want to hire socially mobile talent? Look, we'd almost be naive not to, and I'm not even sure it's a question that needs to be answered anymore. We're all very aware that it's a very competitive war for talent, and therefore if we continue to narrow our lens around how we engage and attract talent, that's not going to service the best outcomes for us as an organisation. So the more holistic we can be in terms of our consideration of talent, the better returns that we'll get for the organisation. And let's remember, right? People are probably the biggest cost of most organisations. Therefore, the talent that we bring in through different routes and securing the right talent for our organisation is critically important for our competitive advantage. So do I think financial services sector is becoming more accessible for socially mobile talent? Absolutely, and rightly so. Look, this is not an image thing. I think it's very clearly a sort of a commercial objective for most organisations. Yes, we want to do the right thing and we want to service our communities in which we operate, but this is about attracting the right talent to the organisation. I think we've been on a journey. So previously the focus has been around how do we remove perceived barriers to entry, and that was the right thing to do. But now, financial services sector and organisations within it are now being much more proactive around how do they identify and engage that talent into the organisation. So I think it's incredibly important that we have hiring socially mobile talent as part of our broader DE&I strategy. And I guess fundamentally for me that's kind of two reasons. One, I guess, is a personal journey. I'm from a low socioeconomic background, and I guess my journey, when I reflect back on it now, was, the lack of access that perhaps I had, the lack of awareness, information, be that work experience, be that a network, etc. So I can see how that could have a very detrimental impact on people's perceptions and of being able to enter some of those industries, etc., etc. So I feel that from a personal perspective, it's incredibly important that we're able to try and sort of support that journey. And then also commercially, attracting diverse talent to the organisation is incredibly important from a competitive advantage perspective. The ability to reflect the communities in which you operate, the ability to bring in different perspectives and experiences will ensure that we develop better solutions, services and products for our customers. But I think it's really important as well that this is not about demonising those that have privilege. This for me is just about making sure that we create more equal opportunities. And look, 97% of what you need to do to get into those industries and be successful is going to be down to the individual. But what organisations and partners like Zero Gravity are trying to do is support that 3%, which is the provision of access, the provision of opportunities and the awareness.